Welcome back to Project 94 for another Diecast review here on the channel. And today we are looking at Kyle Busch. Yeah, this car. Kyle Busch and his 2006 Cheez-It Kellogg's Diecast for Hendrick Motorsports. Yes, a Kyle Busch Hendrick Motorsports Diecast on the channel. The day has finally come. We're going to look at one of these cars. And this one right here was a special promotional diecast I actually grabbed up at one of the diecast tents or one of the diecast stores, one of my local diecast areas where you get these classic NASCAR diecasts. This car came in a bag, and I figured why not pick it up, and here it is. This is a Kyle Busch diecast that I never thought I'd ever own, you guys, especially this one. And I'm really glad it's this one because I like Cheez-It. So to have the Cheez-It version of this paint scheme is just so cool. And it's Kyle Busch, and it's retro, it's 2006. Such a cool diecast, and yes, this is a Nextel Cup Series diecast. What a throwback to see Kyle Busch in the number 5 in a Hendrick Motorsports car for this diecast review. It's really cool. And of course, you got the really cool Gen 4 mold, which, yeah, this car kind of does have a couple nick marks and knack marks here and there, but, you know, I've had it in my collection for a little bit now, so that's to be expected. But yeah, guys, take this in, a Generation 4. And yeah, it is on like the promotional type of mold. See how it's kind of like round in the front, and it's not really a detailed like Chevy mold or anything like that. It's just like a generic mold for the Gen 4 cars at the time. But you know, this is still a pretty good representation of this car, so we're going to review it. So you got Monte Carlo SS, got number 5, Hendrick Motorsports right there. You got the Chevrolet bow tie right over the grill on the hood right there. You have Sunshine, Cheez-It Baked Snack Crackers, which I really like the way this car looks with the Cheez-It red, and then you have the Cheez-It logo. Man, this is so cool to see a Kellogg's Cheez-It diecast for Kyle Busch. You have Goodyear, Gatorback, Moog, Clevite, Comp, Edelbrock, Sunoco, and Wix filters. It looks like that's what that says. Wix filters. Sunoco, MBNA, Raybestos, USG, Checkers and Rallies. I used to have a Checkers back in New York. That was really good stuff. Got NASCAR Race Car, NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. You got, what does that say? Comite, Holly, 3M. You got Mechanics Wear, EA Sports, Mac Tools, Gillette, and Autometer. Of course, you got the Goodyear wheels. No more Goodyear number 1s, apparently. Got number 5 right there. Kyle Busch's name, handwritten, signature right there. You got HendrickCars.com, Delphi, Bosch, UGS, and Freightliner. You got www.marrow.org, Delphi, Fiesta, Kellogg's, Quaker State, CarQuest, and GMAC, which is now Ally. Got Fiesta, Crisps. I've never heard of Crisps before. I think I've heard of Fiesta one time, but not Crisps. Got Quaker State Chevrolet, number 5, Delphi, and of course, nothing on the roof but the number 5. So you got the big old yellow number 5 with the black outline. Really cool, iconic Hendrick yellow for the number fill-in. It's also going to be this way on pretty much all sides of the car. That same kind of number 5, black outline, yellow number fill-in, black roof rails, black valence in the front. Not splitter, but valence. And of course, you got the black spoiler as well. Of course, the black rims, black side skirts. And now it's time for the paint scheme. So they spray painted, here's the funniest part. They actually spray painted this car 2 different colors because I could see that this car was first painted red and then spray painted the blue part on there. Because if you look at this underneath, you got some like blue overspray mixed in with the red. So you can kind of tell which one may have been the base color, and I'd like to say, I could be wrong, I'd like to say the blue was the base color, because if you look at the edges of the metal here, it was blue originally, and then they spray painted the red on there. Could be wrong, but that's what I usually do to look at what the original color was, the base coat. But yeah, and the whole front portion of this car is pretty much red, so you got a red nose, red hood, red sides, red roof, halfway because it becomes a flame pattern. And yeah, back then gradients was kind of hard to do, so the diecast gonna look like a bunch of dots, like a bunch of comic book affected dots as it fades from red to orange to yellow, and it turns into that flame pattern. So pretty much the red is going to continue onto the side right here and on the quarter panel, and it's going to end in that flame that's on the quarter panel, which looks really sharp. but the flames are going to be right by the 5. And of course, they're going to be a lot of still blue background where the Delphi is, because the flames are making room for Delphi. And then of course, Kellogg's going to get a piece of that flame right there. Then the blue kind of wraps over the rear quarter windows where it has the Quaker State logo. The blue is going to continue from the sides, the back portion of the paint scheme, the deck lid and the back. So like the halfway of the back portion is blue, and then of course the whole front portion is red. But we're going to take a look at how the flames actually look. Just the transition from the red. And you can kind of see like there's a bit of decal outlines right there. Probably not supposed to be like that, but that's just a part of wrapping the decals onto this car. It's like a little decal line right there. Look at the flames. They kind of have a bit of a white, very, very thin white outline to them. Look at the roof as well. It's also going to sort of be like that. But yeah, I like how the flames are, they're not all, it's not just all a red flame. It actually transitions to a different color, which would be the yellow. And the red is quite interesting. It's definitely like a light red, like a red-orange for the entire thing, not just to the transitions on the paint of the flames. It's a really cool diecast. Definitely would recommend this car to you guys if you somehow are able to find it. But yeah, guys, this is a really cool Kyle Busch Kellogg's car, and it's the Cheez-Its one. It's really exciting, and the color combo is really fantastic here. You got that bright red, the blue, and of course with the yellow, a little bit of black. Certainly a nice diecast for Kyle Busch. I'm not sure of the other ways you can get this. Apparently this was part of like if you bought like cereal or Cheez-Its or something, you would get like a free car. That's probably how this came about, because it was in a bag when I got it. I will tell you this though, the Generation 4, or pretty much any of these types of cars for Kyle Busch, especially the Hendrick number 5 ones, they're going to be valuable because Kyle Busch is back with Chevrolet as of this video with Richard Childress Racing. Let's get the black Goodyears right there. But yeah, because Kyle Busch is back to Chevrolet, these are going to be really valuable and probably really rare. This is a really cool diecast. I took this one because, like I said, I like Kellogg's and I like Cheez-Its. That's why I pretty much got this diecast. Really cool. And I didn't realize it was a Kyle Busch diecast until I did some research. And the way I was able to tell this car was going to be Kyle Busch was look at that. The iconic handwritten Kyle Busch signature right there. That is how you can tell your diecast is driven by Kyle Busch. Now he just puts Rowdy, but that's what you used to have. Even from the Gibbs days had that until it started changing and it became Rowdy and all that stuff with what we have now. But yeah, that is really cool. I really am a fan of this diecast here. So here's the front of the car right here. Here's the hood. Really nostalgic to see the Monte Carlo SS. Here's the hood right there. Here's the right side. Here's the back. Here's the deck lid. Here's the roof. Here's the left side. And the chassis of the car. What's funny about the way these diecasts are made, this is an Action Racing collectible promo diecast. The inside is white, like pretty much like an Authentics car is today. When you look at it underneath, it's a black chassis, so there's 2 parts to this. Underneath your metal body, of course. You have your white chassis, or not your white chassis, your white roll cage and white interior. Then a piece for the black right here. Then you have the steering wheel, which is also white and probably a part of the interior. Wouldn't be surprised if that was attached on there, judging by how this looks. Then, of course, you got your metal body, your plastic wheels. Hey, guys, you do have plastic parts on here with the metal body, but the quality of it is good. It's not a half-butt diecast. It is literally a good standard for a 164 right here. Of course, there's a little arrow indicator to lift them up there. It's still detailed. These are the types of products we should be getting nowadays. Just a pretty good quality car, high quality car. Doesn't have to have rubber tires, metal chassis. Just have something good like this for a base diecast for the Authentics, and you'll be fine. So, yeah, guys, really cool Kyle Busch diecast. The Kellogg's ones of his are going to be really special to hold on to forever and cherish them and purchase them. These are still great diecasts for people to be collecting. So, yeah, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video here of this Kyle Busch Kellogg's car, the Cheez-It version from 2006. Thank you all for watching this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.